Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know me, my name is Lua. I started this channel once I started nursing school. I am now a sophomore. Starting August, I will start my second semester of nursing school, so I have finished my first semester and I'm currently on summer break. I've been wanting to make this video for a long time now and it's way overdue, but I wanted to come on here and show you guys some of the main school supplies and like things that I used this past semester that I feel like were essential to me. I wanted to wait to make this video because I wanted to actually see what I was using and see what I used the most and what things that I kind of got that I didn't use that much. So in this video, I'm going to show you the top things that I used this past semester, so for my first semester of nursing school, and I hope you guys will get some tips and maybe tricks of what things you should get. First off, I want to apologize for my chipped nails. I barely ever paint my nails, but my brother's wedding was this past weekend, so I did paint my nails and they chip within like one day or something, so haven't been able to get those done or take this off yet. So that's that, and let's go ahead and just jump on into this video. So I've got a couple things and they're not in any order or anything. I'm just gonna like jump around, and if I'm like looking in the wrong, on the wrong side or something, forgive me, just, I'm filming on my phone, so I'm supposed to look right here where the camera is, so yeah. So first I'm going to just go ahead and jump right in with my laptop. This is the MacBook Air. I don't know what generation or whatever, but basically this is the MacBook Air. I bought this cover for it on eBay, I think it was, and also this little keyboard gel cover. I bought them separately. They didn't come together, but yeah, this is my laptop and I am so thankful and grateful to have a laptop. It has helped me tremendously this semester. I've seen a lot of nursing students or people say that you don't necessarily need a laptop. And I understand that because for some people it does cost a lot of money. It is a big investment. So some people can't necessarily afford to buy a laptop, but if you're able to get one, I would highly recommend it. For me at least, it really helped me. I would take notes in class from the laptop. I would pull up PowerPoints on the laptop and a Google Doc on the other side and then be looking at the PowerPoint while she was going over it and be typing notes, or I would pull up the book, the ebook on the side of the page and the other side have an e-doc, and that's how I would like take notes. Not an e-document, a Google Doc. It just really helped me so that I didn't have too many loose leaf papers. I didn't have to write as much. So my thing kind of was typing and writing. Like, writing is one thing, typing is obviously another, and they both kind of strain your fingers or your wrists and stuff in different ways. So when I have been writing too much, like when I'm taking notes at home before a test or something, when I have been writing too much, I like to switch over to typing and like vice versa. So maybe I'll do like one chapter writing notes and then the next chapter I would do typing notes, or I'd like to switch it up because doing just one thing like very like repetitively and stuff like that, it starts to like hurt your hands and it also kind of gets boring, so I like to switch it up. Anyways, the laptop worked for me in that sense. Boo! I just bought my dog a new toy, so he's playing with it. No! Wait. Boo! I got the toy. I'm gonna hold it with me so he doesn't use it. So, sorry, like I was saying, I get the, why am I forgetting this? I download the electronic book instead of having like the physical book with me. One, because the book is really heavy, and two, I was kind of just trying it out. Like I said, it was my first semester of nursing school and I kind of just wanted to see what worked best. So I did get that version of our textbook for fundamentals, and it really helped me a lot because I would read from the computer, I would take notes from the computer, I would take quizzes from the computer. Like, I just feel like I needed the computer for me, and I'm really happy that I have it, and I would highly recommend it to any nursing student if you're able to get it. Again, if it's not in your budget or if it's going to be, a strain on you or your family to get a laptop, that's understandable. There's other ways you can do things. You can use the school library, you could use the library, maybe the computers at your local library, but like I said, I would recommend. So next I'm going to show you guys a folder. This is empty right now because I did take out all of the notes that I took last semester and I kind of put them in a separate binder. I can do a video at a later date or a later time so I can show you guys kind of like how my notes looked and stuff. A folder I would recommend for any papers that your teacher gives you in class. For example, maybe the syllabus, or if you have an assignment that she gives you a paper for, or if you have like just any kind of paper that your teachers give you. In my experience so far, they don't really give you that many papers. Most things they like put on Blackboard, and you can print it off if you want it. If you want it for you, the handheld copy. But a lot of times they're not gonna like, at least in my experience, they don't like pass out papers to you and everything for class. Like they have the PowerPoint on Blackboard, they have any worksheets on Blackboard, and if you want to print them out, that's up to you. So I guess if you print out PowerPoints or things like that, you could also put them in your folders. Again, I don't print out PowerPoints because I feel like it wastes a lot of paper. It sounds nice and everything, like I would love to print out all my PowerPoints and then just write on them, take my notes on them, but at the same time, the teachers don't really give you a lot of information on the PowerPoint, so I kind of just use it as a guide of what I should focus on, and then delve deeper into the actual book. So I don't print them out because I don't want to waste all the paper. I don't want to pay to print all of that. I'd rather just have it on my computer and then just take notes from it on my own paper. So again, any kind of folder will help you out with any of those papers. So next I want to mention this little thing right here. I actually got this at this store called Flying Dragon. I got this little thing, if you can see it. It's got like a mini scissors, which I didn't really use these that much, but they are cute. A mini stapler, mini tape, if you can see in there, and like a couple little things, some staplers and some of these little things here. But mostly what I used from this little kit, first of all, I love that it was like so little and so mini that I could just like stick it in my backpack on the side and it doesn't take up any room. But I found myself using it quite a bit, mostly for this little mini stapler, which I have now purchased since I've been out of school. I've now purchased a bigger stapler because I used this one so much that I was like, I need to just go ahead and like invest in like a little bit bigger stapler. But I used this to like staple together notes that I would take myself, right? So I would take notes on from the PowerPoint or take notes from the book on my own pieces of paper, and then I would staple them together for the specific chapters, right? So this really helped me out. I always was like happy to just open up my bag, get my little stapler, staple it together, and all was good. So I definitely use this. I would recommend having your own stapler because sometimes there's gonna be things that you'll have to turn in that need to be stapled and you're running around looking for a stapler and you can't really turn it in without it being stapled. In nursing school, like teachers don't really care your excuse. You just like need to have it done. So yeah, having this stapler kind of saved me a couple times and it was just really convenient. So I would recommend having some kind of little stapler. Next, I will talk about, I have this little pencil carrying case that I got in Amsterdam when I was traveling there a couple years ago with my fiance. In this one, I keep my highlighters. So I kind of separated my pens from my highlighters, and that just works for me. I've got some highlighters in here. I would highlight little things that I took notes over when I was going over my notes and when I was actually studying them before a test. You know, the basic things that you use highlighters for. I would recommend just getting some highlighters and little cute carrying cases. Make it even more fun and enjoyable to study and use and to use your actual utensils and markers and stuff like that. So this I would also recommend. You can put anything in here, obviously, however you want to organize your stuff, but highlighters are a must. And after talking about the highlighters, I'll just go ahead and go into another little carrying case. I'm not sure if any of you guys have Ipsy or if you used to have Ipsy, but this little makeup bag or little bag came in Ipsy a couple years ago. I don't have Ipsy anymore, but I love this bag. So I use this for my pens. I have all different kinds of colors. To be honest, these are just some of them. To be honest, I don't use like every single color every day, but it's nice to just have a variety, right? So depending on how you take notes, I like to take notes in different colored pens. I don't really use pencils. I just don't really use pencils that much, which is kind of a bummer because there are some cute pencils that I like want to buy, but then I really think about it and I'm like, I don't really use pencils, just for me personally. I guess if you want to like take notes with pencil and then erase it, that's probably a good idea, but I like to just take them in some kind of pen or marker and then so that they're like bold and I can see them better. I can't erase it if I make a mistake, but I can go over it or mark it out or whatever, you know? So me personally, I use pens and markers to take my notes, mostly pens, colored pens, and yeah, so those are the highlighters and the pens. Next, I'm going to talk about my planner. I got this planner from TJ Maxx, yes, from TJ Maxx, and it's pretty big, but I don't mind it. It's like pretty thin, so it doesn't really take up that much room. I mean, it fits in my backpack just fine, and I kind of like, sorry, I'm looking over there. I kind of like having this sized planner because it's like a big sheet of paper. I can see everything that I need to do. I can see what's coming up. It's not like in small print necessarily. Yeah, so I really like this one, and I can show you kind of one of the weeks. Let me show you a busy one, which when it's during school, like they're all busy. I'm the type of person who likes to write out like, okay, what I'm going to do this week, how I'm gonna study for this exam, or like what days I'm gonna study for it. So I'll be like, work in the morning, after work study, after that do this, do that. So I like to try to, I'm not like a planner fanatic, so I'm not gonna like say that, but it definitely helps a lot because you can't always remember like what you have to do, assignments that you need to make sure get done. Some need to get done today, some you need to do tomorrow, you know, that kind of stuff. So here is one of my months. This was the month of April, so the month before we finished the semester. So as you can see, there was a lot going on. I had some skills check-offs, some exams, some simulation labs with paperwork. I had clinical. I had to study for Kaplan. I had work, obviously. I had some Kaplan tests. So there was just some stuff in there. That was for the month of April. This was for March. This was February. So yeah, my planner I really liked to use and it helped me out a lot. So I would recommend definitely getting yourself a planner. And this is just another folder that I had. Got this one from Walmart. I currently have some stuff in this folder, and this is the stuff that I'm needing to do for summer homework to prepare for class next semester. So I'm going to be taking mental health, OB, and adult 1. So we have like our syllabus for both classes that they gave us already. They came into our fundamentals class like on the last day of this last semester and just like talked to us, all the teachers, and gave us these syllabus. And I also have a piece of paper in here showing me what different things I have to renew for clinical next semester. So like my TB test and my flu shot. I need to take a little quiz thing, 2 little quizzes. So there's a couple like things like that. And then obviously this is like my homework that they want us to do over the summer. So we have to get the book and start reading some chapters so we can be ready to go once they start lecture. So I just kind of have that in this folder. I'm going to be traveling this summer, so it's safe in here. I can take it with me so I know what needs to be done. Now, I have a couple more things that I want to talk about. So this right here, I would like a different color. Red is not like my favorite color, but I haven't really been able to find any other ones. So hopefully one of these days I can find another color that I like, but I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with this kind of binder. So you know there's binders like this, and then there's obviously like the hardcover binders, big ones, small ones. So I noticed that everybody uses different kinds of binders, but I saw somebody on YouTube, I think it was YouTube, talking about this kind of binder, and what she was saying like really helped me and made me want to go and get this type of binder. So how many times am I gonna say binder? So one thing that I really like about these is how compact and like small they are. So like look, if I had this in my backpack and then just this folder and then maybe my planner and also I have like my laptop, like look at how much room this actually is. Like this is on, you know, any given day I could take this with me to class and this would be like everything I need other than maybe some pens or something, you know? I like that it's really compact. I don't need to fit a lot of things in here because like I said, I don't print off the PowerPoints, so I don't have a lot of actual like papers. What I put in here was all of my checkoffs for this semester. So we had checkoffs for inserting a nasogastric tube. We had, okay, they're all in here. Doing like different kinds of injections, assessing blood pressure, assessing temperature, like vital signs in the beginning. We had to do giving oral medications, inserting a Foley catheter. So stuff like that. I have all of these, and then the teacher would obviously like sign you off if you performed it correctly. So we got to keep these. So I have these in here. I have some information about the skills lab, like times it's open and stuff like that. I have another folder stuck in here for, again, maybe the notes that I took I want to study when I go to school, so I can like put them in there so they're safe. And honestly, in the back I have loose leaf paper, which I just open up the little prongs and take them out and then, you know, take notes on those when I'm at home and then staple 2 or 3 or 4, however many it took me to take notes for that chapter. And I can use it like that. So for my binder, I personally like these, and it helped me a lot this semester. And lastly, I'm gonna talk about like some snacks. So I have my water bottle here, one of them. I don't know where the lid is, but I have gotten a new one since for next semester. So this is my old water bottle. It has a little sleeve here. You definitely need water during class. I don't know about you guys, but my teachers are kind of strict about what they want you to drink like inside the classroom. So I would make sure that I fill this with water before every class. You know, you can bring it empty to school if you want and then just fill it up at the water fountain or whatever, so you're not like lugging around too much, which is what I would usually do, just like bring it empty and then just fill it up. But if you obviously want to put something else in it, you can bring it from home. So definitely have some type of water bottle, something while you're in class for long periods of time. It's really good to hydrate, or just have something on hand that you can just like drink on, you know, just get a little bit of, like, freshen yourself up a little bit after listening to these lectures. Also, I've got some tissues. These are good, like, I don't know, if you need to blow your nose, obviously that's what it's for, but just to like wipe your face during class, or if you're eating a snack and you need to wipe your hands, you know, these. Or I would also recommend like little wipes, like wet wipes or something. Those would be even better. I think I'm gonna get one of those for next semester to put in my bag. I'll probably just have both because you never know when you're gonna need a wipe. So yeah, and then I'm also gonna mention some snacks. These are my favorite snacks. They're the Turbana plantain chips. I get mine at TJ Maxx. I'm sure they'd probably have them every once in a while at like Marshall's. Absolutely love them. They're plantain chips. I try to stay away from like potato chips and stuff like that, not only because they're like obviously really salty and fattening, but I do try to eat paleo as often as possible, so I don't do potatoes. And any kind of like plantain chips or cassava chips or something like that, I usually try them and try to get my hands on them. They're perfect to eat during class when you're like haven't eaten breakfast, you were rushing to school, you have nothing, now you have like a 10-minute break, and then you could go to the vending machine and get something, obviously, or like if outside, like right outside our classroom, they have like a little stand thing where there's a lady there selling things for you, like snacks and stuff. But it's nice for me. I feel like it's better if I just have my snacks with me in the bag or in my backpack. They just stay there. I don't like take them out at home and eat them. Like, they're just snacks for my backpack. So on a break or whatever, I can have some water and I can have a couple chips. They like hold me over until lunchtime. I basically always bring my lunch with me to school. We have about 45 minutes to an hour for a lunch break, and so I have my lunch with me, I have my snacks with me, just to kind of hold me over for the day so I don't have to go out and spend food or eat unhealthy food or eat things from the vending machine. You know, sometimes it obviously happens. You can't always be prepared, but for the most part, like I said, I like to have my snacks with me. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you learned something, or I hope you like some of my tips and the things that I do to do well in nursing school. I plan to make more videos very soon, kind of about my experience with first semester, how I took notes, different things like that. So if you guys have any questions about where I got anything, or any questions about like what I use, or really anything related to nursing school, I would be happy to answer your questions. So just comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, I will link my Instagram down below. I do a lot of nursing school related posts, so I will link it, but my Instagram is NurseLuluXX, so NurseLuluXX, and I do a lot of post there about like how nursing school is going, kind of update you all on what I'm doing. I take a lot of pictures in scrubs, and so yeah, if you guys are interested in any of that, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram. And I wish you guys all the best with your nursing school journey. Like I said, ask any questions that you'd like down below, and I will be as quick as I can to answer them. And I hope you guys have a good day. See you next time. Bye.